Hey there, I'm Very Salty Snail, and in this video we're going over some of my favorite classic gold making grinds, the whelping farms, and finding out if these spots are actually worth your time or not. I tested all 3 of the major whelping locations for 30 minutes each and calculated my total profit on my level 60 warrior on the Anniversary Classic WoW server, Dreamsite. Obviously, gold varies from server to server, because the auction houses are a little inflated right now, but this should still give you a really solid idea of which farm is good and which ones you should probably skip. We'll be going from least profitable to most profitable, so let's jump right into it. First up, we have the Dreaming Whelpings in the Swamp of Sorrows. These mobs are around level 36, and there are about 12 of them in the main loop. Once you've cleared the camp, you'll need to wait roughly 5 minutes for respawns. This spot can get some competition, usually 1 or 2 other players, and there are also other low-level players farming quest items off these mobs. If you are using layering, you can usually find an empty layer. Farming late at night is the best. Around midnight server time, I almost always see 0 other players. After 30 minutes here, I made about 10 gold, including trash, flame sacks, and greens. Alright, so let's talk about the drops. The big ticket item here is the tiny emerald whelping. It sells for around 100 to 300 gold. I've personally bought one on Doomhowl and sold it for 200 gold on Dreamsite, but the drop rate is insanely low at around 0.08%. I've farmed this spot for over 10 hours and still haven't seen one drop. Your real gold here comes from small flame sacks. They're worth about 1 gold each on my server and drop roughly 25% of the time. During this run, I picked up 5. And then there's trash and random greens, which added up to about 5 gold for me. Overall, this grind can jackpot if you get the pet, but realistically, it's a low tier farm. You're mostly making flame sack gold and vendor gold, which is decent but nothing amazing. Total 10 gold in 30 minutes. Verdict, only worth doing if you're specifically hunting the pet or want a chill, low stress farm. Next up, we have the Scalding whelplings in Badlands. This farm can get competitive during the day because most people aren't just farming the pet, but they're also here for quest items. And these mobs are higher level than the Dreaming Whelpings, so you'll see way more players than you expect. Just like the last farm, this one is much better at night when there's basically 0 competition. These mobs are level 41 to 43, making them the highest whelps out of all 3 farms. You almost always have something to kill here. Their respawn timer is short and the area is full of whelps. The only downside is that they're spread out, so having a mount makes a huge difference. The rotation is simple: clear one side, ride to the other, clear that side, and by the time you turn, the first side has already respawned. Another big perk here is the mining. There are tons of true silver and mithril veins all over the place, which adds a lot of bonus gold if you have mining. Now, let's talk drops. The big prize here is the Dark Whelping. It's the cheapest whelping pet since its drop rate is slightly higher at around 0.13%. Even then, it's still incredibly rare. I've spent hours here and have yet to see one. Prices vary, but they usually go for 20 to 100 gold. Like always, your consistent gold comes from small flame sacks. In my 30-minute test, I got 8 of them. You'll also get grains, trash, wicked claws, and whatever you mine. All that adds up. After 30 minutes, including what I mined, I made around 15 gold. It's definitely more profitable than Dreaming Whelpings, and mining makes it even better. Overall, a solid mid-tier farm. And finally, we have the Crimson Whelplings, my absolute favorite farm and by far the most profitable. This spot is located in wetlands, and the mobs range from level 23 to 26, making them the lowest level whelping mobs of all 3 farms. There are 4 types of whelps here: red whelps, lost whelps, crimson whelps, and flame snorting whelps. Kill everything except the lost whelps. They don't drop anything valuable. The route here is super smooth. Even at level 60, when you are killing everything instantly, there will always be another whelp up as long as no one else is farming. There is some walking, but not too much. Most mobs are grouped close together and the farm feels fast. And honestly, almost nobody farms here. I tested this during peak hours and literally no one was around, so competition is extremely rare. Now for the drops. The rare pet here is the tiny Crimson Whelping, which usually sells for 100 to 200 gold, and I've actually seen one of these drops. after grinding them for about 3 hours with my duo on the Cataclysm server. Your main steady gold comes from small flame stacks and trash, just like other farms. In my 30-minute grind, I picked up 10 flame stacks, 6 green items, and 1 blue item. Blue might sound rare, but for some reason I almost always get one here. The blue I got this time sold for 30 gold. Without the blue, I made around 17 gold. With the blue, the total came out to 47 gold. So yeah, Crimson Whelps are insane. Low level mobs, constant respawns, basically no competition, tons of flame stacks, greens, and a decent chance at valuable blues. Easily the best whelping farm out of the 3. A quick note about the auction house. Some greens and blues you pick up might not sell. Disenchanting them can sometimes make you more gold because enchanting materials are almost always guaranteed sellers, and you won't waste gold on repeated deposit fees. Another thing to point out, small flame stacks sell best during the early phases of Classic WoW because players are crafting fire protection potions for Molten Core and BWL progression, so this farm is extremely good early on. Even later, flame stacks still hold value because they're used for Dragon Breath Chili, which people use throughout all Classic phases. Alright, that wraps up all the 3 whelping farms. After testing each one for 30 minutes, the results were pretty clear. Dreaming whelpings are the chill, low-tiered option. Scalding whelpings are your solid mid-tier farm, and Crimson Whelps absolutely blow the others out of the water. If you're hunting for a pet or you just want a consistent gold farm with almost no competition, Crimson is definitely one I recommend. Let me know in the comments which farm you've had the best luck with, or if you've actually had one of these pets drop, because I'm still chasing that tiny emerald whelping. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, all that stuff. You can find me posting more Classic WoW content, gold farming routes, and live stream highlights, so stay tuned if you want more of that. Thanks for watching and good luck on your farms. May your bags be full and your gold be high.